this is absurd. I mean, he's missed his jump, but that's besides the point. Yeah, okay, well, the A button might not be working, but the triggers certainly are. Nasty's going to get taken down there. Not quite sure what he was watching. Needs a little bit of help from Asim now, who has picked up a streak. And bear in mind, I mean, he's just direct impacted Illy with a Semtex. Looking over towards AC, though, that streak could be influential if London do choose to use it. But not a lot of scoring going on, to be honest with you. We've had 120 seconds worth of hard points so far. And, yeah, okay, we've got about 50 worth of points on the board.
It does feel like the old school Optic. They wouldn't get the point in Vanguard. And now they will have control here of AC, and they will be trying to make sure they get everything from this. They are in the position to begin with. Shotzi, though, take a lot of nades. There's no trophies out for them yet. Illy trying to just hold off the pressure. It looks like London have broken through.
Yeah, they've broken through. Illy not in a position to get that trophy down on the site. And all of a sudden, it's like dropping a grenade in a very small pond for Shotzi to just be blown up in. Now Scump trying to make that push through over towards orange side. Those trophies are down this time for London, though. But the side of Optic Texas, yeah, though, yes, you do get broken, but the streak was invested from London. But keep an eye on the rotation as we start moving around towards the next hill. Zero will put the final bullet into his seam. Illy is here, but so is Nasty. That should be a rotation for the side of London, but no scrap for them. Big fights.
Both of them just continuing to slug it out here. It will be London with the control to begin with. Expect to see Optic now go through the top and try to break it that way.
Info here as well. Yeah, they know that Illy's out here, so that's going to give them a helping hand as this push now going to start coming through towards the flag side of office. Zero staying alive, as is Asim. Scump going to come on through. He's all alone here, surely. Kill will just fall on through. It's too easy for London to defend. Optic Texas, a little 1-by-1 there.
Yeah, and also all from the same direction.
Yeah.
There was no pinch actually set up from Optic. I was expecting somebody to go upstairs or try to make that jump through the top window. Cause them to issue stairs or even towards the back, but Optic are nowhere near this at the moment.
Yeah, Optic not quite dialed yet. Has to be said, 20 seconds left to go for the London Royal Ravens. They may well pick up every single last bit of this scrap time as well. I'd be more than happy to do so. Now for the side of Paul. This challenge of this gunfighter Shotzi. It's a wonderful, wonderful shot coming in from the youngster, but nonetheless, it's about that push through orange. That's what you're going to try and do. Optic Texas just trying to butter them up as they then fall into the clutches of Scump. Zero does get some AC control, though, so London slowly but surely making their way over. Hardpoint has just popped.
Well, he's going to be alone. He's going to wait for the rest of the teammates to come in before he makes this push. Fortunately, Dashy's just cut down 2. Zero will go for the trade, but he's laying down. It's a difficult shot. They make it an Optic rebuff. All of the pressure coming towards them. 40 seconds left into this hardpoint now. Want every single second of it.
It's looking more and more likely that they're going to get it. Zero finds one kill there and maybe just gets a little bit excited with the challenge that comes on through. Maybe wait for your teammates to come through. I mean, hindsight, I said, is 2020. Nonetheless, 25 seconds remaining here. Over towards the kitchen. Pollock's going to get some bad time in there. Optic Texas have done really well to lock this in, but not going to get the final 15. London Royal Ravens will take that. Considering you locked down every single second of the previous hill, you're more than happy to not quite lose out to that deficit on the next.
Seems pops his dead silence to go nowhere. Very quiet laying down, but hey, I'm sure they'll only use that to be very fast after this break. We go back into P1. And right now, London have a bit of control of it, and they are ahead in this one. Let's find out how they're feeling with the London Royal Ravens. Listen in.
Behind me, low AC, he's looking for you up top, and one's front,
okay, here,
time.
Low AC,
close right, he's there.
One's
low AC dead?
Low right, Shotzi, low right.
One's on me in PD.
He's deep, half wall. Okay.
One's on me in PD. I'm dead.
Nice, that's one,
Trust me, get this fucking
laundry, I can't. Laundry. He's lying down in laundry looking orange. He's lying down in laundry looking orange.
There's two dead, they spawn laundry now.
Nice.
One more. Nice,
get time, Sim.
Yeah, they should be spawning laundry now.
Laundry dead, yeah, they are. I'm wrapping across to new.
One's already back pickup, back pickup. I got one to do, one more back pickup.
I got both.
Nice. I'm about
There's 20.
Let's go PD.
Okay, I'm trying to dive to pick up. Probably gonna chase me there, door.
I retreat.
I'm there, back PD me. He's wide, he's one dead.
Wow, the Royal Ravens are spitting in the comms. They are really putting the pressure and tempo onto Optic Texas, who are now trailing by a significant margin. Let's find out if they can recoup with Optic Texas. Listen in.
I'm one shot. Xbox. I'm one shot. I'm staying down time, guys.
Yeah,
I'm laying down. Yo, he's Xbox. We're on time.
Probably Paul. First guy. One's Xbox. Block. He's going orange. You're from Xbox on me.
I'm going top. I'm rowing. Yo, already new. One guy's top new pop. He's just holding.
You're one from one more from pop. I don't see that pop. I'm just sitting down time. Last guy definitely rode or some shit.
Yeah. Follow them new.
Two deep up. The thing is top PC on the block.
Top AC, absolute. I needed it.
I wish. He's blocked my shot. I'm coming with the nade. Take your time. Keep on running. I'm coming with the nade. I'm trying to shoot him on cross.
Go on.
Top PC dead.
Top PD hurt.
Okay, AC again.
It's only one
shot AC.
It's only one AC. Other guy's on orange. I'm going top PD. I can break this from top PD.
AC, and one's behind me in orange, bro. One's top AC, one's in orange.
One guy's top office on me. I'm one shot.
Asim is in orange. Yo, he jumped. One guy's got planners. Paul X. Yeah, planners showing. I'm one shot. He's planners. I need help with this guy. I have his stuff. He's planners.
On time, Dan.
Paul, stop planners. Those guys, They're holding planners. Planners. Front planners, Paul. Front planners.
Yo, only one time.
There's one in there, by the way. I have the custom time.
Optic Texas fighting furiously from behind. They are trying to get back into this game, but still over 100 points separates them as London look to get this within lethal range.
They're in such a good spot. The rotation, though, will then come through for this side of Optic Texas. That's the thing, when you push over towards AC, it does help you out with the spawns over towards bottom office. Now, London need to break here. Stop the bleeding momentarily. But look at that lead, Bryce. We spoke about it. Just a small little conversation during that listening. It's confusing me so much because London looked awful on hardpoint yesterday, and all of a sudden they look absolutely ridiculous.
There they go, trying to get through zero. There's much how for this one, but just doesn't have the teammates to trade him out either. And it will be Optic to control. And I tell you something, Tunt, if Optic can find the time, they can chain together a couple of points and get straight back into this game. At the moment they are doing it, they are keeping London at arm's length.
And they need this time so badly. London just trying to disrupt. And the thing is, sometimes in these sort of situations, if you're London, you are very tempted to just say, well, look at our lead, let's choke it. But again, it's one of those double-edged swords. You don't really want to necessarily give up all this free time towards Optic Texas. You don't want to give them a lifeline back into this one. Nasty's just trying to cut this down as best as he can. We'll see great for you now. Surely not. Oh my god! What was that? Shotzi's in the hill. We're rotating. We're rotating. Yeah, we get a replay. Can't get that one locked in. Shotzi's here though.
Oh my goodness, London have broken this instantly. And I keep expecting to see Optic try and hold something, try and get this back into it, but they just keep losing gunfights left, right, and center. Asim is doing everything again this map. Oh, what on earth is going on? Optic have to break this. They have to get through Asim. Again, every part of the kill feed. He's there. He's now 7 kills away from beating his own single map record. But I think London may end the game before that happens.
20 seconds to go here for the side of London Royal Ravens. The rotations are going to start coming down through for P1. Scump says, hold my beer, I'll do it myself. 100 points away for Optic Texas, 20 for the London Royal Ravens. They could arguably do it heading over towards P1 here. It's one of those sort of situations they can consider, because if you can lock down up top towards the balcony where Asim is right now, it's not a bad position to be in whatsoever. They're happy to just fight over this little tiny bit of scrap time. London's starting to spawn out over towards the office. They aren't going to get the opportunity to maybe end it over towards P1. Optic Texas, it has to be just damage limitation here.
The thing is, at the moment, Optic have caught a little bit of fire. They have been filling the kill feed. They'll now be looking for time here. Into Nasty, they're going to call in the streak. They're going to down Dashy as well. They're going to try and keep this clean as possible. Optic want this time. They are not a million miles away, but Nasty's going to find 2 with that streak. And it look like they're just trying to make sure nobody gets onto it. Maybe get a few points here and there and get ready for P2.
Yeah, just chip away at it if you're London, but also do not give Optic Texas a route in by giving up these spawns over towards P2. Nasty 4 streak, that's ended because he just jumped in the middle of nowhere. Paul X now bottom bathroom, could have done with winning that. Scump now going to be an issue in and around office. It's a good kill for Asim to find, can't find the second. Rotation is there for the side of London. Not quite panic stations yet, but Optic Texas have turned this from being a slaughter into something that is doable, but London in prime position to close it out and send us to a map number 5.
Yeah, London have the deck chairs out, about to cruise to victory, but the sweat has started to appear. 15 seconds left to hold Optic at bay. Optic going for one last swing at this. Paul X trying to stay alive. His teammates there as well. It will be contested. Shots has gone on the point. He got the kill as well. They're swarming into this one. They don't want to give anything to London, but Zero and Paul X will combine. Still the contest is going on. Scum gets it. Zero has to now get into it. Seam getting a kill himself. Zero gets a second one. Absolute beam, and nobody from Optic is close.
Nowhere near it. London Royal Ravens. Yeah, all right, we're a 2-3-5 team. Hold my beer as we go 1 and 4 to send us to our map number 5. It's just not the way we thought the series was going to go. But that was clinical from London. And again, we talked about it map number 1. We'll talk about it again here. A team going crazy for the London Royal Ravens.
Well, not what we expected again. They found it. Asim found form one more time. Nasty tried to match him. Asim 35 and 26. Nasty 33 and 25. They were running amok around the ARs of Optic, who fought valiantly to come back, by the way. They were down by like 110 points. And if they had found a bit more time on P1, that streak hadn't come in from Nasty, and the P2 was a little bit cleaner, they may have stood a chance of taking that map away. But you can't argue with the Gunny, and the Gunny was on the side of London.
Yeah, very much so. Has to be said as well, Shotzi was having a poor game until the final couple of hills where he started to turn it on. But honestly, if we were going to be seeing a map number 5, I expected this to kind of be flipped. I would have expected London to possibly win the search and destroy and control, but it's going to be the hard points that they take away. So they've clearly worked on something, or something's just clicked. Their team going crazy is obviously helping. Goodness, what performance from him on a solo level. Getting everything done right. And we talk about the amount of kills that he's finding, but it's the positions he's finding them in. It's those rotations where he's constantly a bother. And now all of a sudden we've got a map number 5. I believe we'll be heading to Fortress. This is anybody's game, Brycey. Anyone's.
It really is. What a way to end this series as well. Don't go anywhere. We're going to go for a break. When we come back, the thrilling conclusion between Optic Texas and London Royal Ravens will be here live. Don't miss it.
The Call of Duty League sends out amazing newsletters before each major tournament, curated with premium content for CDL fans. Scan the QR code on the screen to sign up today. You'll not only get the latest CDL updates straight to your inbox, you'll also be entered to win a free 2023 team pack.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Call of Duty League. This is London Royal Ravens versus Optic Texas. It has been an incredible game so far. London taking both hard points with monster plays from Asim and losing the control and the S&D to Optic. This takes us into a map 5-ton, and I'm ready for it.
Oh, I'm ready. My God. I mean, what a series it's been. And, you know, I've just been tweeting out saying, like, I'm trying to explain exactly what Asim's doing in terms of his rotations, everything that he's doing well. But I'm going to just let him just go for it himself and just watch exactly what he's doing on the minimap at all given times. This man is frying in the hard points at the moment. It is absurd to see. Everything he's doing is just turning to gold at this moment in time. But the Fortress Search and Destroy we go. Not necessarily the playground you would expect for an SMG to be able to get something done here. It's going to be about your ARs. It's going to be about those picks that you need to find, whether that be on attack or defense. It's going to be about maybe potentially infiltrating over towards this area here in Art. But Scump really has had a hell of a game so far. Overall KD of 1.23, and yet here we are, map number 5.
It really is. Got that backpack strong. See there if he can do it one more time. Here comes the push. You see him already being very, very fast in towards it. Doors are going to be open, so he has to slow down just a little.
Interesting setup there because you don't usually have somebody in this push. Asim is, it's an aggressive position, and it's a risky one as well because I mean, surely he gets traded even if he does find one, but he gets out and gets killed immediately. Yeah, that setup, I don't like that from London. Now they're in a tough spot.
Yeah, the issue is going to be is he either finds one or gets first blooded himself. It is high risk, potential reward.
What's he going to do? Find one at best? One at best, he's going to get traded either way, surely.
Yeah, no one could have had his trade there from London. You are right. But it has slowed things down a little bit. Just watching under this door. A little bit better on the contract. They would have found something, but Illy is swapping shots. They managed to get through, jumping all around this. They try to get enough control of this bomb site to get a plant down.
Look at Shotzi. He's thinking about it, and he had the bomb as well. I mean, thankfully, for the side of Optic Texas, that bomb's not in too bad of a spot. Yep, they've heard it. Oh, look at this. Dead silence players coming in from pole. This should be curtains.
Oh! Huge place from Illy. Oh, nice. He's going to find one, though. Surely.
Stomp. No time to plant. You've got to get away from your London. Yeah, just choke it. If you're Optic, you'll do very well. Oh, nasty.
A little bit worrying for London. The wrong check, and they could have gone down, but they held off the pressure just well enough. London went aggressive to make sure that Optic weren't comfortable wherever they were. And even just those footsteps down low, it meant that Optic were kind of panicking about a flank.
I kind of want to put a little bit of blame on Shotzi for that one. Goes for the peak. It's beamed. Bomb not in the best of positions. In that sort of scenario, you need your bomb carrier to be ready to plant. And Optic arguably had a chance to.
They're playing around this Illy sniper again. He got 2 last round. I think one of them was with attack he picked up, to be fair. So just hit him, but he gets Right into the door. That's exactly what they wanted. Optic with the numbers. Bomb going down for London. Oh, I think Shotzi's seen him as well. Paul X, you have been found. And down you go to Shotzi. It's a 2 versus 4.
See him just trying to survive. Oh, if he found a second, that would have been absurd. But 0. Nah, he's played his life just a little bit too long. That bomb's going to be defused. Last alive. Yeah, the shots are good. Optic Texas will get that one in, but we have to wrap back around to what really opened things up here for the side of Optic Texas. Give them the advantage. The snipe from Illy jumps across, and, well, this gate will not protect you, Nasty. Straight in the heart.
Yeah, picture perfect. Knew exactly what he was doing. And Optic seem to have that tactic. They really are playing around those picks from Italy. It paid out last time in the S&D. It's working out so far here again. 1-1 between these two. We switch sides. This time around, Optic on the attack.
Similar story once again. Pick and move, pick and move. He's going to blink first. Illy with this sniper has been an issue so far. 3 kills in a row. Bomb's going down quickly here as well. London have to do something about it. Shotzi actually gets off it. Bomb does not go down. And now London have a little bit more control. Still 4 versus 4. There is a Shotzi on the map. You can't see his little triangle, but he's planting the bomb again. Here we go.
Not good now for London.
Yep.
There's an awful lot of trades to be made in this. You already see Optic repositioning. Trying to figure out where is this push coming from. It looks like 2 through open, 2 through outside stairs. They're already taking some damage. Shotzi shuts down Nasty. Not a lot of pressure coming in. Scum shuts down a seam, so it's only one way now for London in a 2 versus 4. They're trying to get into it. They're trying to find the trades. Paul X gets 1. It's now a 1 versus 2, but he has no time and has to find the players and the bomb. Oh, and he'll just lay there all day.
This one's choked. Paul X needs a miracle. Not going to happen. Shotzi finds the final kill, and he found the most important one as well. The scene was starting to wrap over towards over towards the staircase, and that's where things were going to get maybe a little bit scary for the side of Optic if Shotzi doesn't win that fight. But it's Shotzi. I don't think he's had the best of series, to be honest with you, but 5-on-1 here in the search and destroy. He's having a game when they most need it.
They're getting away with it. And London probably frustrated with what they've had to do. The playmaker came in, 2 through open, 2 through the outside staircase. Just no kills. Just couldn't find it.
Look at the
going for an aggressive play here. This is it. This is where you put 2 through, but Nasty's going to find one. All 4 of Optic have jumped into the site. It's aggressive from them. 0 and Nasty have got them. It's just going to be a trade for Scump. But they've gone for the risk, and it hasn't fully given them everything in the 1. But Dashi brings it back to a 2 versus 2.
Oh, I'm not sure about that. London get a little bit flighty, I want to say. Nasty jumps down from up to the top window and just expects to be able to gun him. Win situation, the scene will make it a little bit easier, though, but it is, of course, the king in a 1 versus 2 now.
Here he goes.
Does he have much of a read here, Bryce? Uh-oh.
Majesty for a 1 versus 2. No dead silence. No idea where the enemy players. Oh, he's going to find the first one, though. Trying to get out of it. Gets out of the window as well. He's running. Paul X is behind him. But Scump has to find one more to take this to 3-1.
30 seconds. Paul X has to make a play call here, and the play call is looking more and more like B. The longer he waits, the easier this becomes for Scump. Oh, he's going to make the push over towards A. Scump's read it. Doesn't have the right gun.
Oh, he's waited. He's waited. Is he going to let him plant, or is he just going to wait for it? I think Paul X may have seen him.
Paul X has waited.
He did see him. He was thinking he was going to push as well, and Scump was just laid in the corner. And that is unbelievable patience from both players. Paul X saw him and thought he was going to push. But Scump, the veteran, said, no, I'm good, brother. I'm staying right here.
And almost a whimper. The round almost ends in just a whimper.
Scump makes the 1v2 clutch.
He does.
I almost forgot about that round.
Yeah, well, oh my god. I mean, let's go on the next one. Dashi, Scump, oh my goodness me. They are starting to heat up now. Now a 4 versus 2. Seaman Paul X. London have just fallen apart in these search and destroys, and the worst timing possible for a Seam. Paul X left. in a 1 versus 4. This is 4-1 Optic, and London Royal Ravens need to have a little bit of a regain here. It just seems at the wrong times they're being aggressive, at the wrong times they're being defensive. It's just not working out for them. It's another one for Scump. He's getting hyped now. Optic Texas are feeling it.
London need to give their heads a full regrouping. They seem to play some rounds very, very well, but then it all goes wrong in its decision making or anything else. You can remember that was a very aggressive push from Optic a couple of rounds ago, and somehow they walked away with it, even when they were down in numbers. Optic Texas looking now to cruise to a victory.
I've London got something on the locker. That 1v2 from Scump really just changes the tune, doesn't it? All of a sudden, you'd be looking at a 3-2 instead of a 4-1. Here we go. Oh my goodness, they are just running away with it. Scumpy is a reaper. Every single member of London that he runs into just dies in the blink of an eye. Scump will now get himself out. London 2v3. Situation is 0. We'll find 1. Nassim gets traded though, and all of a sudden, a 1 versus 3 for 0.
They're trying to find him as well. Death arms from Scump coming in. 0. Just hoping somebody will run across his sights, but they're playing it patient. They are playing it coy. At no point do Optic Texas want to even give him an inkling. They're happy to burn time. Dashy's locked in as well, though. Down goes 0. And 1 round away. Scump is getting hyped.
It's a big game. On the side of Optic Texas, you got a game up against Thieves tomorrow. It's an important one. You don't want to be in a bad spot. Whatever happened last week, a win here would be important for them. Put them in a better position heading into the major, heading into a difficult game tomorrow as well. The London Royal Ravens, again, it's felt like so much promise in this game, but they're coming to map number 5 so flat. They need a big comeback. They need 5 rounds in a row.
They really do. They're looking for it. But Optic at the moment playing patient. London playing hesitant. Nobody willing to give an inch. But it is a mountain to get back for London. Optic have everything in their pocket.
Oh, trade's going to come in, even as if Seam didn't find those shots. The push comes through now. That's bottom out control. Are they reading this as just one London player over here? No, they're not. As Shotsy goes for the challenge. That's bomb down. Doable now for the side of London, but need to find these fights. Illy will find 1 to 0, 2v2. They got the bomb. They don't know it.
Go for the rotation. Illy's gonna. Oh! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness! They line up for him, but this time it's for Optic. The collateral sniper to end the game. That's a definition of finishing with a bang.
Boy.
Here it comes again to grace your screens, the ending of the game. Somebody get the montage ready. It's a collateral. And that's why, as the famous philosopher Socrates said, you don't figure out how many trees you have by counting the leaves. The game is never over till it's over.
I'm going to forget you said that. And what on earth? What a way to end a game. What a series that was. I can't believe he's managed to collapse for the win. 6-1 on Fortress. If you're London, that is a sad way to go out. Just about on theme with the rest of the night for anybody else in the UK right now, but nonetheless, it is going to be a win for Optic Texas. They do it the hard way with the 2-3-5. And honestly, I think they'll look back at that and be disappointed at hard points, absolutely, but the search and destroy was clean. The hotel control, that's the map that really does decide this series in the end. London, again, a 2-0 lead, a 3-2 loss in the end, 2 times in a row for them now. They need to fix those woes. If they do so, they can be a good team. The hard point is inconsistent. The search and destroy seems inconsistent. Overall consistent inconsistencies across the board. They're a hard team to work out, but Optic Texas, they find the win, and it's an important one for them, as I explained after the issues of last week. They'd be happy to put that one to bed. They've got a big game against these now tomorrow.
Well, a lot to break down in that one, and of course, we'll hand it over to our beautiful Des to do so. Puckett, over to you, mate.
Thank you so much, Brycey and Ton. Optic coming out with a Game 5 victory. I saw it going to 5. You both called Optic. London coming into this week 2-0, now sitting at 2-2 at the end of the series. Let's take it all the way back to the start of this, though. We saw the respawns coming in, and I thought Optic going up against Hardpoint and London Royal Ravens, this is going to be a close game. You know what? Let's relive this game one more time. This is the Game 5 highlights. Allie, search and destroy. What separated these two squads? Because London was one of the best coming into today.
Honestly, they just shut down Asim is what it felt like. You know, a lot of the opening success for the London Royal Ravens was Asim and Nasty combining for those early engagements. But for Optic Texas, it was Dashy, it was Scump, it was Shotzi. They were getting those first bloods and they were capitalizing on that man up.
Yeah, I love what Optic did in search and destroy in this. I mean, you could tell they had their VOD research ready, especially when it got to that Mercado in that game too. The setup they had over towards B, just like having Shotzi lay down, get ready for the cross, having another one bottom 10 and collapsing on them. You know, a lot of teams don't really go B, and they were ready for those pushes if it was to happen from the Ravens. And then going into that Game 5, they just made huge adjustments from what we've seen from other teams on Fortress Search and Destroy. Taking initiative early round on defense, going for those kills, not just giving up that bomb plant. That was beautifully played for Optic.
12-3 total search rounds. Is Optic now the most dangerous search squad coming into Raleigh? I know they've only played 3 matches.
100%. I would say they are the most dangerous search team. What I just saw was adjustments mid-game, VOD research, putting it to use, and then like picking off a player like Asim early round when not giving him those first bloods. That's impressive.
Allie, when I'm watching this Optic squad, it looks like Shotzi is the fastest player in the game. He's just constantly stimmed up somehow. But Scump is putting up an argument for best player in the game. The numbers he was putting, the plays he's making in search and destroy, it feels like the veteran hasn't lost his step. You would never know this is his last dance.
Yeah, whenever Optic Texas was a step behind, it was Scump that was doing it to put themselves back in the game. I think a real testament to that is in that control. You go back and watch it when they were down 2-1. It was Scump making the plays on the B site to get that 5-3 kill, not only to win the round, but to then get himself streaks for the following round 5. So incredible stuff out of the vet.
Let's go to that control game and relive one of the best moments of this epic 5-game series. It's Scump. It's your Scump play of the game. He gets in and he gets dirty after Illy picks up 2 with the grenade. Perfect. Picks up a second and then positions himself to defend for a 3rd in a row. Make it 4 and more. You mentioned it. He gets the streaks, and streaks starting to have a big effect on some of our games now after just 4% of all the kills in week 1 coming from grenades or streaks.
Yeah, we saw a couple of big plays of the streaks in this one. In that Hardpoint Game 4, we saw Nasty get a crazy 2-piece in bottom office and then calls in the streak to get the remaining 2 players. You know, in the Hardpoint, though, I got to show some love to Asim and Nasty. They had a crazy series in Hardpoint. Asim was going nuts on map 1 in the Game 4. The P2 rotations just locked it down. On the side of Optic, just some poor rotations to P2 and then giving up the P3 one as well. Like, you got to prioritize one of them. Just give up the time, rotate, and set up. So that is concerning if you're an Optic fan, at least the Hardpoint.
They didn't win the Hardpoints, but they got it done 2, 3, and 5. And right now, the King joins us live. Chat, show him some love. We got the best mustache in all of Call of Duty on the stream right now. Lord Scump.
Thank you.
Can we talk a little bit about the facial stash here? Was this a fiance-approved maneuver?
Yeah, so I was actually shaving my beard one day. It was getting a little too scruffy for me, and she wanted me to try the stash because I never have, and she loved it. I know why she loves it, because it makes me look really trolly, and she loves that, so we're rocking with it for now.
All right, well, congratulations on your win and congratulations on the new stash. I need to ask, what has the transition from last game into this game been like for you personally and for your team?
I mean, it's been just same thing, just trying to get as good of reps as we can. Need to clean up on our hard point a little bit. This game's actually a lot easier for me. I'm not breaking my hands every day trying to slide cancel all over the map. Also, it kind of plays a little bit slower, which is one of my strengths, where I can actually like pick through comms and actually like set up plays by myself. It fits my play style a lot more, so it's really helped me out a lot. But yeah, just same old thing. Just practice, and
Really want to thank you for coming on and doing an interview with us this time. And just like last show, I want to give the fans an opportunity to ask you a question. So fans, I know you're 30 seconds behind. Put it in the chat right now. Name what's you're up next.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you something. So in this game, you've looked ridiculous in Search and Destroy. I wanted to ask you, like, what has the preparation been like? Has it been a lot of search scrims, VOD research? Like, what's different this time around?
Again, I think it just kind of caters to my play style a little bit more. It's a much more slow, methodical game. I typically haven't done traditionally well in